Thank you. This is Dr. Jaya Vijayan. I am the secretary for IBBC of UMP. So this recording is to facilitate or help the applicants within the university UMP in understanding how the website has been designed and also help you to apply to us for two purposes. One is in the use of infectious material, and the other one is the use of genetically modified or living modified organism, GMO, LMO. So here you can see some description on IBBC or Institutional Biosafety and Biosecurity Committee. Okay, used to be known as only IBC when it was formed around the year of 2016, and then later becoming known as IBBC when we also monitor the use of infectious material. So you may read about it, and then there is also the latest members which may change every 2 years based on the decision by the university management. Okay, so there is two sections. One is IBC application procedure, which you can click here, and then the other one is the IBBC application. The IBC application is directed to the JBK, Jabatan Biokeselamatan. In fact, all the forms are given by them, and we have just linked it to this IBC link in terms of the procedure. What's the difference between the IBBC and IBC? Is the fact that this is meant for those researchers using the GMO and LMO, while the IBBC is for those who are using infectious material. So let's click at IBC first. Right, so you have some overview there, and then the IBBC committee have decided to utilize the exemption form to decide whether it requires application to a higher level, that is notification procedure. In fact, there is another higher level that is approval procedure, but so far there has not been any researcher in UMP have gone to approval application. So let me just start by talking about exemption. This is the exemption form that you need to apply, and you have to go to this exemption form. Hopefully it comes about. Yeah, you can see the exemption form. Just hold on a minute. This is the exemption form. So if you are doing some kind of GMO or LMO, you fill up this form and follow what need to be done. I'm not going to go in detail as time is of limited for this video. Okay, so once you have filled up, or if you have difficulty in filling it up, you may contact either me or the secretariat to have additional information on how to go about filling these forms. Okay, so once it's done, then you send it to the secretariat or to me, okay, and then we will start the process of evaluating by what we call experts within there are 4 to 5 experts within IBBC committee that will decide whether it is considered exempted, or if we see it requires a higher level of application which need to be given to JBK, Jabatan Bio Keselamatan, to decide on what are the next step. Then it is called notification. So if it's exemption, then you are lucky, because the GMO LMO that you are working on is considered generally regarded as safe, and therefore it will not cause any harm if it is accidentally let go to the environment, or any harm to the user or anyone around. It doesn't cause any changes that will then affect the environment uh, on the use of the GMO LMO. But if there is concern of it being released to the environment accidentally or on purpose, that will cause some unwanted changes to the environment, then it is definitely require notification, and the notification is here referring to Jabatan Bio Keselamatan in the ministry. Okay. Approval is a very high level. That means you have created a GMO or LMO, and you are intending to release it to the environment. So that one, I'm just giving you an idea. That means you coming up with, say, a new type of potato that you want to, the farmer to use, or a new type of corn. Then it has to be going through the approval procedure, and that is really time taxing in getting approval, and it involves Jabatan Bio Keselamatan more than us of the IBBC committee. Okay. So let's look at the other application, that is IBBC, Institutional Biosecurity and Biosafety application, that is related to biosecurity of using infectious material, say virus, hepatitis virus you want to work on, or COVID, coronavirus, that you want to research upon in the laboratory. Okay. For that, you have to then start the procedure. There is a flow chart, you can have a look at it. But we also firstly ask you to apply using this preliminary assessment form. Okay, so the form A, we all in IBBC decided to get you to fill up a form first, and then we evaluate, and then we decide whether you need to proceed to a higher level of application. So this is the preliminary assessment form. You may fill it up. It has to be done by PI, not the student. And eventually, again, if you require any understanding on how to fill the form, please contact the secretariat or the secretary for further understanding. Once this form has been filled, then you can submit it, and we will start the process of evaluating whether it is okay to proceed at the level of an infectious material that does not cause any harm to the user, or it is known as risk group 1, where there is no possible infection, but there is a particular drug, or does not cause any harm to the user or anyone around the work itself. If it is escapes or causes spread, it does not cause any harm, then we will decide you don't have to worry, you can proceed with the work. But if there is a possibility, it is categorized as they call it risk group 2 or risk group 3, where you do not know how harmful your infectious material, or there is a drug available, that is risk group 2. The one that risk group 3 is a definite no to be done in biosafety level 2. It may need a biosafety level 3. Therefore, cannot be done in UMP because we only have BSL2 relevant to risk group 2. Okay, so if we find out that after we evaluate your form A, and we decide that you need to fill the notice of intent, that is form B, then it is suggested to do so. Okay, so I not going to go in detail. I just want to give an overview on what need to be done. Decided to only give a video of 10 minutes length for you to go through the whole thing. Of course, if you have still have not enough sufficient understanding, please contact us. Thank you.